Interested in making your own theme team but ain't got the coins? Hit up the Mutt Reserve. You can go ahead and get yourself some players, some training, as well as some coins. And don't forget to use code TEX at checkout to save 15% off. It's been a minute. We have not got many upgrades, but I figure it's time to go ahead and give you guys a Panthers theme team update as promised, as well as another update about what I'll be doing with this series going forward. So we haven't got a lot of upgrades, right? The last 2 weeks we've gotten probably, 2 players, which is not great. Obviously, when you run a theme team, you're not always going to get upgrades unless you're a Niners fan or a Patriots fan or a Raiders fan. And since a lot of those Hall of Famers have played for those teams with a long line of history, that makes more sense for them to get the upgrades. The Panthers only been in the league since the late 90s. Because of our short franchise history, we don't get that many upgrades. It'd be nice to get some current players, obviously, that are going crazy for fantasy, but since we don't got Football Outsiders, since they don't really win games, we're not getting any Team of the Week items. We have to rely on the Wild Card Wednesday stuff, and those can either be power-ups or veterans and stuff like that. It may play for the Panthers, but it's not likely. So it kind of sucks rocking Panther theme team this year, but I mean, we're better, I think, right now than we were at this point last year, so that's all that matters. Obviously, losing Luke Kick, losing Cam Newton, losing guys like that hurt the team a lot. But still getting those guys replaced with Steve Smith this year, and then obviously on defense getting Sam Mills kind of helps fill in the holes on this theme team. So we still got a long way to go. We're at 8 overall right now because the upgrades we're able to make, and then obviously we can get better as the levels and series progresses because we're able to upgrade our Andre Johnson, who didn't play for the Panthers but still helps us out, and as well as get our Sam Mills maxed out because he is the Mutt Master right now. So let's go and get to the team right now. Show you guys what we got rocking with. So 80 overall team. Offensively, still need a quarterback, man. This team's basically good, right? Steve Smith, slot-o-matic, he has been creating separation with this ability. If I switch over to play fake, though, I'll be able to then have him be able to create separation just based off of his route running. But on my main team, I rock go deep right now, so if I have to make a switch on both. And I'm not doing that just yet. So until that, Steve Smith will be a slot-o-matic, but at 94 speed, still not really crazy fast. Like a lot of cornerbacks in this game come out with 91 speed, powered up 92. Then on theme teams, they get to 96 potentially. So he does not really beat his guy, but man, still nice to have him out here on the field. So his next upgrade hopefully will be one of the better ones if you get one in February, March, somewhere in that time period. But yeah, he's in the slot right now. But the main upgrade in the offensive line that we got this past couple of weeks was this Taylor Moton, either the Team Builder 3.0 or Team Builders Part 3, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not mad at the upgrade just because it gives me another player out here that can get edge protect, which I'll definitely take. The ratings aren't crazy, but we all know linemen in this game, pretty much ratings don't matter at all. These guys will still get pushed. These guys will still be able to run block, be able to pass block, despite not really being better than the players they're going up against. And if you put the ability on them, obviously they'll be much better. And since for some reason everybody's going back to 2 edge threat meta, it was double or nothing for a while. And then all of a sudden, I'm running into edge threats like crazy. I have no idea what changed, but they're getting off the blocks way faster. So we have edge threat on this Taylor Mode, and we have edge threat over here on this Russell Okung. And Darrell Williams went back to the bench, but helps me out with that sprinter chemistry. So line is all elite like the last time. Tight end wise, still got Greg Olsen in need of a power up desperately, because if he gets a power up, this man will be able to get to 90 overall, which means he'll be able to get the tight end apprentice, and then he'll also get closer to be able to get to the 90 medium route running. Right now at 85, needs to get to 86, plus 4 play fake equals 90. I doubt we can get plus 4 at this team right now, because I think we're only at 30, but yeah, where we at for go deep, we need to be able to get to 40 players for the extra route running, I would assume. So for plus 4, yeah, it looks like 40 players. So I could probably make that happen. It's going to take a lot of more players to come out, but I just need them to drop a power up Greg Olsen. I think we'll be straight for that right there. Quarterback wise, the only guy that got upgrade, man. Teddy Bridgewater had a hot start to the season, but they weren't really winning games. And then the games that he actually balled out and they lost. And so since Team of the Week is really only for winners, it seems like you got to win to get a card. And right now the Panthers are not winning. And so Teddy Bridgewater is still stuck at an 84 overall. Not a bad card, but that's really the only guy holding back this team, just because he does not have the throw power you would like on a quarterback. Man, 89 throw power at this point in the game is bad. And not being able to get gunslinger or any good abilities is bad, man. I used Romo the other day, and Romo just was not it. Look at Josh Allen, look at Teddy Bridgewater. Now, I'm not saying Teddy Bridgewater is Josh Allen, but it's just really hard to use a quarterback on a theme team that is, for one, throwing the ball super slow, and for 2, throwing it with no velocity at all. So he needs an upgrade desperately, or we need to get a Cam sometime soon. But I don't know who's gonna get a card first, man. Cam Newton, Teddy Bridgewater, or Jadeveon Clowney, because at this point, I doubt any of those guys get upgrades anytime soon. What players I would like to see added to this offense in the next upcoming weeks, obviously. I would still love to see another receiver, Keyshawn Johnson, be kind of fire, just because he played for the Panthers and he is a big body receiver, and I can go ahead and then, you know, have 4 guys out here that are actually reliable to throw the ball to instead of 3. Because DJ Moore, even though he is, you know, having a pretty decent season, he's not going to get an upgrade card probably until Christmas like he was last year, if not later than that. So basically, I just got to hope that these guys win. If a guy has 2 one-step aheads out there, I'm pretty much screwed. So a 4th receiver makes a lot of sense. At tight end as well, Jeremy Shock, he'd be kind of awesome to have out here on the field. And then at left tackle, Jordan Gross would be kind of awesome as well. I do believe we got the team standouts 2 coming out on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll hopefully get another offensive Panther player, because that's really all this team needs, is somebody else that is going to help improve it. Because, like, defense is great. Outside of a few holes that we don't really need right now, the defense has been great, because I know players coming down the pipeline that'll obviously fill in the gaps for that. But yeah, the offense just needs somebody else out here that is going to help them win, whether it be Teddy Bridgewater, whether it be another receiver, or even upgrade at left tackle. We just need to get those players out here in the field. Moving on to the defense, and like I said earlier, man, we really don't need much help. Like, linebackers suck, so even though we could use an upgrade at right outside linebacker and upgrade it at Tahir Whitehead left outside linebacker, we don't really need these players that badly, so I'm not really stressing about it right now. Thomas Davis playing for the Redskins, or sorry, the Washington racial slurs right now. I'm sorry, Washington football team. He'll end up hopefully getting a veteran card down the line, which will be usable for this, just for chemistry reasons, so I can get Sprinter maxed out. And Tahir Whitehead can get like a flashback card to the Lions. Obviously, you want to have a power up, but it'll still be nice to have somebody out here that can get Sprinter, so I can go ahead and max it out, because we are 11 elite players away. Really, not 11, but we are, because he can get ×2 right now. So we are 10 elite players away from being able to get Sprinter maxed out, which will give us a +4 speed on this team, which is desperately what this team needs right now, because speed is all that matters in this game. So I would love to get upgrades here, but they're not really that important to my overall scheme. We finally got Sam Mills upgraded to a 94 overall. 2 more upgrades, and this guy will be at a 96. So yeah, we got about 94, and then actually, if he gets to a 95, we can add Lurker to him. So I need to go ahead and knock out the Master objectives and go ahead and get this man upgraded, so I can get Lurker 2 AP, not gonna cost that much, so I can actually use this guy on the field. Since linebackers don't animate on them by themselves like safeties do, this guy really is not beneficial to my team at all, outside of just blitzing, really. And since they kind of made a patch to linebackers, hopefully stop the run better by reacting faster than other guys that sub linebackers do, I think linebackers might make a big resurgence this year, so I need to get this guy upgraded to a 96 overall, so I can go ahead and get the best possible version of him on the field. So that's something we got to grind towards. And then, like I said, man, this team doesn't need much help, right? Cornerbacks are great. Corner Finnegan, 1 step ahead, is fantastic. Aeneas Williams is fantastic. Dante Jackson should have got an upgrade around Halloween, but he didn't get a scary fast card, so maybe we get a blitz item the next week or so. I really would much rather have a James Bradbury upgrade, though. He's been killing it for the Giants. And I don't know why nobody saw this coming, right? Think about the players James Bradbury had to guard his rookie season until he went to the Giants in Carolina. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, obviously, Julio Jones, and Michael Thomas. Like, this dude was put in a murderous row of cornerbacks, or receivers he had to guard. And now he's in New York, and the best receiver he has to guard in New York, or in that division at least 2 times a year. The Eagles ain't got nobody. The racial slurs, the Washington football team, they have Scary Terry, but nobody would say he's an elite receiver just yet. And then the Cowboys got a bunch of receivers, right? They got CeeDee Lamb, they got Amari Cooper, but again, nobody would say those guys are elite. So he's been shining in New York. So hopefully he gets an upgrade card. He's one of the bright spots in that Giants defense, right? It's him on defense, and on offense, it's it's nobody, man. That Giants team is bad. So he went to a dumpster fire, but hey, at least he got paid. So yeah, James Bradbury would be kind of awesome to add to this team. And then we got free safety Trey Boston this past week, and it's a card, man. Like, I'm not happy about it. I'm not sad about it. It's a guy that has 89 speed with 89 zone with 88 hit power. I mean, cool. Like, it's better than what I used to do back at free safety, so I'll definitely take the upgrade. But it's more of a player that we've been getting in the game where it's like, okay, it's just a guy. Like, he's going to not be really that fast, so he may still get bombed over. He doesn't have crazy zones, so he's not going to react that fast, and he's not going to be getting run support because nobody's going to get run support right now. So it's just nice to have him, but I mean, I wish he was a little bit better. Like, I wish he got to like 91 speed, maybe 92. That would be a great upgrade. Or if hit power actually mattered, if he had like 92 hit power, that'd be kind of fire too. But since those ratings don't matter as much, it's not really a crazy good upgrade. But yeah, this team, like on defense, we're fine because we're going to be getting Kevin Green pretty soon, which means Tahir Whitehead is going to go down to the bench, which we all expect Kevin Green, one of these legend cards, next upcoming week. I would assume Luke Kuechly's come back in the game. I don't know if EA has his rights, but I would. It makes sense, right? Luke Kuechly's been a staple in Madden forever, like Rookie of the Year, Defense Player of the Year. Like, he got to be a 50 card, right? He has to be a 50 card. If not, hopefully he's a legend card. If not, hopefully he's somebody like a throwback to like Madden 15 or Madden 16 Chemistry Master. Like, I need Kuechly back in this game, so he's pretty much, I'm gonna say guaranteed, but I'm hopeful that we'll end up seeing him in the game pretty soon. And obviously we get Julius Peppers on the defensive line, so no defensive players. So the defense in a good spot. It's in a really, really good spot. Not to mention, we might also get a Jared Allen too, and a Charles Tillman. So like, we're fine. It's just offense, man. Just offense. Just need a quarterback. Just need a quarterback. And then we just need some more help at wide receiver to create separation, and then we'll be set, man. This team will be cooking. But I do plan on playing with this theme team versus other content creators that have theme teams. I'm going to schedule something with my man Shopmaster. He has a Washington football team team builder. And it's going to be rough because he has so many good players on his defense, and as well on offense. And I don't really have an offense to kind of go against that defense. My defense probably can compete with his offense right now. At quarterback, he'd be using Rich Gannon if this is updated. Yeah, and the receiving core is basically just as good as mine. The only difference is that tight end, he has Vernon Davis, who can get, obviously, the tight end apprentice. So that's going to be crossing route central. But my defensive line should roast his offensive line. It should. But that's going to be edge rush city right there. So I'll try to get something scheduled with him pretty soon, as well as I'm going to get something with MT Gamer pretty soon, his Bucks theme team, before they get even more loaded out there. Now, keep in mind, this can only be on PlayStation 4, so if you guys have anybody that I should play with a theme team that's on PlayStation 4, put their name down in the comment section, as well as message them about that on their Twitter or their Instagram, wherever you guys get in contact with them, so we can go ahead and get this thing happening. But I want to play all 32 theme teams. I made this challenge myself last year and only played 2. And that's because I got tired of Madden, bro. Madden last year was just not fun at all, and that's on me to make it fun, man. So I got to actually follow through with this and knock out all 32 of these theme teams, and then we'll play the guys within our division twice. So I'll play MT Gamer twice. I'll play, Eric Mayweather's on Xbox right now, so I can't play him with his Saints theme team, but I would like to. But we'll figure this out. We'll figure out the logistics of it. Maybe somebody on Xbox has a Panther theme team I can borrow, so I can go ahead and play these guys on Xbox. We'll figure it out. Anyway, it's been your boy Texas. That is the Panthers theme team update. We are now at an 88 overall, with hopefully a ton more upgrades to be able to add to the team in the near future. Anyway, it's been your boy Texas, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
They say money came by your happiness, but I swear to God, it's a good down payment. Trying to stuff so many binges in my pocket, you would swear that I was out here trying to drown Franklin. I was bred in the slums, got fed up with crumbs, now you don't play a pound cake. Told me money was a root of all evil, but I swear to God, I ain't never found Satan.